Excuse me. I hope y'all can hear me. Just gonna make sure that the audio levels are good. All right, it looks like everything's working properly. Today we're looking at a different tank. This is my 10-gallon black water tank. So it is a soft water tank with green neon tetras and the betta fish. The betta fish is separated because the green neon tetras try to attack the betta, and the betta will try to attack the green neon tetras. So he is in a breeder box until his tank is all set up. He'll be moving to about 5.5 gallon. And then eventually, when I'm done with the guppies, he'll be moving to a 10 gallon. He is a spade-tailed, all red, show quality betta fish, who is approximately a year old. I'm going to check through the chat before we get started so I can see my phone. Hello, New Local Austin. Thank you. I do know that things are just a bit different because we're not showing my typical tank, but I did want to feature this tank a little bit, at least. It is different. Fish Fam Link is here. Hello, Vibes. Hello, Coro. These are green neon tetras. They look bigger on camera because the camera is like a, how do you call it? It's like a fishbowl lens. And it's quite close to the tank. So they do look bigger on camera. Also, it is zoomed in, so it fits the screen nicely. Again, this is a 10-gallon black water tank. Breeding stock, so they get taken out of the tank quite frequently. They also are quite small compared to the tank. Hello, I believe. Hello. Hello, Laura. All right. We're going to be talking about this book called A Fish Keeper's Guide to African and Asian Catfishes by David Sands. This is by Tetra Press. It is all over the book that it's by the people that made the book, like not the author, the publisher is the. So this book starts with an introduction. It basically says how popular catfish are. And it describes a little bit about them. It then goes into aquarium selections. has wonderful pictures. Um, it tells you how to stalk them. Now, it does say, which I'm not too thrilled about. Type of fish, 10 types. US gallons, 6. What? It says that you can put 5 pearl gouramis in 3 gallons, 10 bleeding heart tetras in 6 gallons, and 5 catfishes. We're talking about Istis species plus 2 Mysis species plus 3 Leocassius species at 10 to 15 centimeters, 6 inches, and 30 gallons. So to put all of these together, you would need 45 pounds of water. Now, I don't agree with that, and that does seem like a very small amount of space for these fish. How do you feel about what they're saying at the bottom here? 50 gallons for 10 tiger barbs, 5 pearl gouramis, 10 bleeding heart tetras, 5 catfish, 2 Mysis species plus 3 Leocassius species at 10 to 15 centimeters or 4 to 6 inches. I'll write that down. I'll check the comments. Oh, actually, hello again, Melvin. Can you all hear me type? Oops, 5 gourami, 10 bleeding. This is from an example. I posted it in the chat. How do y'all feel about 10 tiger barbs, 5 pearl gourami, 10 bleeding heart tetras, 2 Mysis species, I don't know, a catfish to Leocastis species catfish in a 50-gallon tank. Let me grab the catfish comment. Okay, let's see. The Maestas catfish are called just that, and they can get up to 8 inches. And then the other one is a bumblebee cat. Let's see, striped dwarf catfish and bumblebee cat are their common names, I guess. But the one gets 8 inches, and the other sorry, I'm converting. So one's 8 inches and one's 5 inches. I'm sorry, 6 inches. 10 tiger barbs, 5 cobra, 10 bleeding heart. It just seems like small. I don't know how y'all feel, but I felt like even that as an example was a little weird. I didn't like it. Seems overcrowded. They go over some of their other recommendations, and even looking at their diagrams, right? This is for Asian. It just seems in general that they're overcrowding their tanks and not really using what I would call updated tank sizes, right? So again, it's important to note these things, right? Because this book was made in 1986. It then talks about water requirements and filtration. It suggests fast flow for sucker mouth catfishes, specifically from Africa. I didn't really see I don't know. Do you think Barb could be nippy at the Grammys? Um, I don't know because again, they're suggesting 10 tiger barbs. I think they would be more interested in each other since they have a good amount of them. But yeah, it's a possibility that tiger barbs and programming wouldn't get along. Also, how big do programming? I'm sorry, I'm not really. Um, I'm not kind of programming. How big are they? So they get about 5 inches programming, and tiger barbs. Can get up to 4 inches long, according to Google. So, like I said, with tiger barbs, I think that having 10 of them would make them a little less nippy. Um, because often in larger groups they are less nippy. Uh, the gourami, especially if they're younger, they put them in their mouths. Um, what are the bleeding hearts? Or the Amazon River? They have the spot. Okay, those are bigger tetras too. Yeah, they're the 2.5 inch tetras. What's your favorite fish you're keeping now? What kind of fish are you into? The favorite fish that I'm keeping now are my Medaka and then my cooler roaches. I like the fish that we're seeing right now, the green neon tetras and the betta fish. The betta fish name is calcifer. As you can see, he is staring at. Yep, he just flared. I don't like him. But his name is calcifer. I don't. When I have groups of fish, I typically name them. But when I have one or one very noticeable, or a couple noticeable ones, or like I'll name a group, like some, like my cool coaches are named after the 8 types of Japanese noodles, and then I just kind of pick a name, and that one's that one when I see it, you know. I don't have any name. There's 12. Yeah, there's 12 neon tetras in here right now. These green neon tetras are wild caught. The camera is not picking up on how big they are. It's mostly when you look at them from above that they're more green. Um, but I am into smaller fish. I do like giant fish. I love. Uh, I don't have any, but I love Oscars. And what are they? I like Oscars and what are they called? Oh no. Some type of big fish. They're like I like arowanas. Okay, they're the black and white. No, black and yellow striped fish. They're the Leoporinus. No, it's this. I'll show you, actually. Let's see. I know that what I'm talking about. Then I can't spell. I just put it. And there we go. That's what it is. Let's see. I don't see these very often. They're big fish. But they're like a 12-inch long fish. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see them. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah. Let's see. Okay. Hello, Mike. Maybe the cooling lunches. Yeah. Everybody calls them noodles, so I figured, you know. I do like arowana, but I was thinking about the big banded fish. Can you keep tetra and guppies together with such a wide pH range enjoyed by the two species? Um, it depends on the tetra. Okay, so was it tank rays? Um, how long has it been in hard water? And like, were they born in hard water? Those are the things that you kind of have to think about when you're trying to figure out if the fish is going to be compatible with that kind of water with guppies, right? I do think that I personally would not keep other fish with guppies because they overcrowd so easily and they just be outcompeted. Um, Also, tetras can be nippy, so if you have pretty guppies with like ribbons or nice flowing fin, um, those would definitely get nipped by the tetras, depending on what temperature. Yeah, I like those. I would say that the Leoporinus is currently one of my favorite big fish, but yeah, definitely cool. But typically, as of right now, because I have small tanks, I keep small fish. I used to keep koi fish and goldfish, but right now I'm keeping coolie loaches, Madaka, green neon tetras, the butterfish, um, the live barriers, the guppies, the gambusia, the I can never think of their scientific name, but the least killifish. Those are live bearers, not killifish. They look like fish. I don't know how they kept on the name least killifish because they're the least like fish, but they are one of the smallest live bears. Okay. Um, I didn't really have anything against the water requirements and filtration. It does, as all of these older books do, mention under gravel filters. It then goes into lighting and heating. Lighting is going to be helpful for us because we don't use the same kinds of lights that they used to. Um, Heaters haven't changed. Heaters haven't really changed since the 70s. It says heat depending on what pieces you get. It does also recommend having more than one heater if you have bigger tanks. Aquascaping. These tanks are not the prettiest things I've ever seen, but they're not using fake like castles or anything. So that's great. I like when they use rocks and gravel. They do use plant pots like terracotta pots, but that's better than fake. They mention Amazon swords and so I like this. I put a note here. So it says sometimes this book does the weirdest things. So I'm trying to read back, right? What's going on here is I wish I could show you, but what's happening here is it's like cut in half with like a diagram on the bottom. So there's like cut off paragraphs, and it goes from, there's a picture on the other page. So it goes, they can be combined with large, combined with little specimens of large, and then it goes above. Since the most real plants will not thrive in low lighting conditions required by catfishes, plastic plants are ideal for creating a natural looking fish. And then it continues, Amazon swords. So I don't like that about this book. But what I wanted to mention here is because undergravel filter is much maligned, whatever, by plant experts who argue that water flows through the gravel, affects root growth, affects the roots of real plants in small trays of growing medium buried in the gravel. The trays used to hold fresh vegetables in supermarkets are ideal for plants. And I think maybe not under gravel filters, but we can use this, right, for gravel tank now, because it says the roots of the plant in small trays of growing medium. So you can do that with aqua soil, with a sand cap on top. You can put the gravel on top of that, or whatever. It just to keep it contained. Also for just regular plants that we have issues like taking over tanks. I'm thinking like valves and carpeting plants that we want in a specific area. We could also use this technique of using like a tray of some sort. It doesn't have to be, I think they're talking about like the styrofoam ones. It doesn't have to be that. Use like plastic terracotta, like the terracotta, not the pots, but the trays that they come in on. or any sort of other like ceramic tray. I think that would be a great idea also. And that's what I love about books, like especially like even like newer books. You can take something that someone has said or done, and it will inspire you to do something else. And I think that's why, again, it's really important to share and still buy physical books, because sometimes when your power goes out and you're like extremely frustrated and worried about your finish, well, you can crack open one of these physical books because you have nothing else to do. Besides sit there and worry about your finish, and you can find a bunch of ideas and things you wouldn't have thought about in these books. But yeah, it then goes into feeding. It does mention lettuce as a food. I don't agree with that. For non-predatory catfishes. I don't see any point of feeding vegetables. It's not horrible. It does go in talking mostly about live foods and feeding frequency. It then goes into a table of health problems. Fish is gasping up. Okay, so there's a table. Sign of infection or abnormal behavior, possible causes, action. So the fish is gasping at the water surfaces, for example. It says excess ammonia / nitrate levels in a new aquarium. Or incorrect pH, poor water quality, stagnant substrate, inadequate filtration. So for the excess ammonia, it suggests carry out a partial water change and seed filter bed with mature gravel. For incorrect pH, it says carry out a partial water change and remove sediment from gravel. Correct pH and add a pH corrector if necessary. Check filter and pump size to see if they're compatible. I'm hoping. So half of this is good information, and half of it is not. What is a partial water change, right? It does not explain. Like right now, if somebody was like, they have a ton of nitrate, I'd be like, okay, if they were like, oh, I have like 500 nitrate, I'm like, wow, that's a lot. Maybe do like a 50% water change to see if you can't get the levels down. And I would also ask them to test their water source, right? Let me check. 5 vibes. I don't know if you're still here. I don't know when you sent that. It's been a while. Thanks for showing up. All right. So I'll get into my opinion of this whole book at the end. It goes into breeding. And then the rest of this book is just a guide on different, like seriously, from page 40 to the index at 76 is just like an index. I'm sorry, like an encyclopedia of the different types of catfish. And then there was the index, and then it stopped. So, generally, if you like catfishes, I recommend this book. And the point of talking about these books, um, talking about older books in general, is to conserve the information that are in these. Now, do I like the information that's inside this book? No. Do I think that like huge like encyclopedia of catfish that the most of this book is great? Yeah, I think that's awesome. It goes in on every single one: habitat, length, diet, differences between the genders, aquarium compatibility, and any no ways that people have bred them in your like in-house, like in your aquariums. So that part of the book is great. Everything else is outdated. It has some good things about it, and it has some not great things about it. I still don't think that at the beginning. I'll go back over it really quick. So, um, I don't think that 10 tiger barbs, 5 pro grannies, 10 fleeting heart tenders, and 5 catfishes should be in a book. And I don't think that small midwater fishes like tetras, rhinoceros, etc., um, should be in 0.33 gallons of water per fish. And I don't think that barbs, larger tetras, or gorambi should be in 0.6 gallons of water per fish. And I don't think that 4 to 6 inch catfish should be in 6 gallons per fish. I don't like that. A lot of this is worse than the inch per rule, like the inch per gallon rule. Not super impressed by half of the inches. If you like catfish, I think it is worth getting solely on historical value and the back of the book, because I think that's interesting, and I think it would be specifically interesting if you like catfishes. If catfish are your number one fish, I highly recommend reading this book. It is I've linked it. It's an Amazon link. You can click it. I don't get anything from it. I'm not affiliated with Amazon whatsoever. Maybe one day. Not today though. If you want to go get the book, again, not an affiliate link. Just if you want to go get the book. But it's like $18 on Amazon. If you really like If you really like catfish, I recommend this. I think that you would like it if you like catfish. Also, you can try and find, again, it's an older book, so it's probably out of copy right now. I would look to see if you can't find a PDF of it for free online. Go to the Amazon link. Again, not an affiliate. And find that. Then you can search Google for PDFs if it's out of copyright, which it might be. It depends on top. All right. Well, I reviewed the book. I'm looking into what other books do. If you look at the thumbnail, you'll see the options. I did not include the book in the thumbnail. I was reading it and I had it in the other room. So when I was taking a picture of all the books for the thumbnail, I totally forgot to put this one back. I'm still waiting for the other Diana Wilson book. I ordered it a while ago. It still hasn't shown. Might have to cancel that and try and get it in another place. I would really like a person who knows a lot about cichlids to come up and kind of like, I'll read through one of the cichlid books and kind of ask them questions about cichlids. Because I do love cichlids, but I don't really keep any. So I'd really like somebody who keeps a lot of cichlids to come up and talk to me about cichlids in the book. If I can find somebody in the next like couple of days that would like to come up next Wednesday and talk about cichlids, then I'll probably do that. If not, then we'll probably do the manual of tank lessons. How about grams of fish per liter? What? I'm totally kidding. Any of these rules I think are completely dumb. There are way too many variables for you to probably answer this question in any shape or form. Yeah, I don't know about grams of fish per liter. How would you weigh the fish? Would you have to weigh each fish? What if you have like, okay, so like if you have like a school of fish or shoal of fish, would you put the whole shoal in and weigh them together? I don't know about all that. I don't even think you could weigh fish unless like you took them out of water. These green neon touches are pretty. The amount of it. You can see the how do you call it? It's a jar. I can't believe I forgot the name for a jar. But yeah, you can see the jar in the reflection. I had it zoomed up. But yeah, this is my soft water black water tank. It does have a nice tint to it. Yeah, love it. Um, let's see. I'm gonna go take a little break. We'll come back and I'll try to feed these guys a little bit. They only took me once this morning, and I'm trying to fatten them up so they'll go into breeding. So I'll be right back. Looks like they're eating. I fed them Hikari Vibra Bites in the baby size They do tend to like them. Both the betta fish and the green neon tetras like them. I was having a hard time feeding them when I first got them until I tried the Vibra Bites. And they wouldn't eat flakes, they wouldn't eat pellets, they wouldn't eat other bars. I tried so much, they just let it rot at the bottom. So I tried this. And what I do is I take some, and I have a canopy of duckweed at the top, and I take some water from the tank or from like my reservoir of so what I did today, I took a turkey baster and I filled it up with RO water, and I squirt it in the top so some of the food would fall in. And then I did then the rest kind of just slowly falls in naturally as it starts to sink. And they seem to really like that. You can see this guy in the front who's just chewing on a piece. But after feeding them this and supplementing other foods and this at the same time, they really liked it. And they started eating more types of food. But I still feed them this just about once a day. And live foods. Foods, they are a big food. So. Into that. You can do it with this equipment. You would just have to know exactly how much water you're starting. But does that show grams? I don't know. I don't remember. Alright. I'm gonna as always, that's the last half hour tree. If you'd like to come up and say hi, the link is in the chat. Of course, please show your face. So I better start to flare again. He's all angry. He normally doesn't flare this much, but he can see much clearer. And there's like a sensor in the first of all, I typically have a plant on top of this tank, but it makes it too dark to show up on camera. And float on the how do you call it? What is it called? The like night vision. Not dark enough to turn on the and it's too dark to really show up on camera. So I'm angry because of the light. And then the camera sensor bothers him too. So if I move the camera back and forth, he'll start flaring at me. Well, not at me, the camera. Because the milliliter is equal to 1 gram of water in displacement. Good night, Mike. Hope you have a great night. I'm still hanging out. Again, if anybody wants to join, the link is up there. I don't have my computer, so you can just pop on it. As always, on my live stream, you do not have to show your face. You can hang out. Be a floating voice like me. I knew it was Boston. I don't think I don't think I've seen you in here yet, right? Yeah, you were here at the beginning. Where again? Where? I just had your thing pop up. They're just nibbling at food. There's a bunch of mold at the bottom of his little brooder box thing. And I try and suck it out, and he gets mad at me. Attacks the turkey piece. So I have 2 breeding boxes, and I kind of like move him. Like I'm gonna have to move him to the other again. He's flipping. He saw the camera. He doesn't like the camera. He's flaring at the camera. He does not like it. Especially when it moves. He's like, oh, I don't like that. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can put the plant on top so you can flare it up. Yeah, you can't see as well. But he feels a bit better. Let's see what the other Madakas are doing. These are black. I know they don't look like much, but it's because they haven't been outside. Then we're gonna look at the Cambogias for a little while. They're all right. They're hanging out. I don't typically show this tank. It's not a bad tank. It's not pretty. It's not aquascaped. And these guys, you can see the at least killifish in front right here. They're doing pretty good. And then see the reflection of the wall. Some food, but generally, I'm gonna try reef stream tonight. See you there. Nice. I'll be there. That's not a horrible little tank. It has some guppy grass. I'm definitely gonna have to resupply with some guppy grass. But I'm showing all these guys out to the outside next month, where they'll be until like November, December, and then they come back in. I'm probably going to tear down this tank when they go outside. Pretty cool. I know. Ooh, Cambodia mosquito fish. I'm like, you don't even have the cool mosquito fish. I'm like, no, I don't. But I like these ones. I like you can see barely that these guys have their eye stripes still, which I thought was neat. We have some I'm testing outside. There's a lot of males here. I've been trying to sort them out. I think I have like 3 or 4 females left in here that I need to continue sorting. And then give them all a break from chasing animals. And the females from being chased. Just giving them a break for a while by sorting them. And trying to get the least killifish out. I'd like to get my colony of those up. I think I'm going to get some more and quarantine them. I'm going to tear down this tank so the least killifish will be in my jar for temporary until I get this tank set back up. Oh yeah. We'll chill and just hang out with these guys for a little bit. All right, y'all. I'm checking the time, and it looks like it's time to do my end of stream spiel. Again, I highly recommend going over to New Local Austin stream after this one. Should be starting a couple minutes. Basically, once I end, he'll be starting. Go over there. I'll see you as always. All right. Sunday, I'll be streaming at my normal time, 10 p.m. Central. And hang out, talk about have a few ideas. We'll see what happens. I'll probably in the next couple of days post that one for so you can say things to get notified. When you're awake for a stream, you can click into that stream and click notify me to get a separate notification. I'll remind you about 30 minutes before, and it should make sure that you get a notification when it starts. That's probably the easiest way to make sure that you get a notification. Okay, Sunday we'll be doing another stream. I have a couple topics in mind to see what happens. Then Wednesday, if I can't get anybody to come up and talk to me about cichlids in the next couple of days, then we'll be doing the Teeth Buster book. We're still trying to figure out what the best way to do these reviews are without like copyright issues with the book. So we'll see how that goes. And I hope that this is really important to me to share these books. Right? I like reading books. So we'll see. And I will have a review for a temperature filter coming out soon. It'll be a regular video to talk about pros and cons and whatnot of this filter. In the description of this video, there is an affiliate link, which means if you click on it and you buy something, I get a commission, which means I get money. You get 10% off if it's your first purchase through the website. And I think that if you come up, you can get more coupons later on. All of the better information about that in my review video for the Hydro filter. And then, okay, so review coming out. Also, I do art. You can find my art on Instagram. If you'd like to buy commission, please message me. You can go in the description to my link tree where you'll find my business email and my social media where you can get a hold of me if you want. You saw on I'm running late. If you saw on Stephen Hughes' stream, the art that I made for him that he won, I normally charge around $30-$40 for that. So if you're looking for like a baseline of my art costs, Obviously, if you want me to print it and ship it to you, it's going to cost more. That's official, where you do it yourself. Okay, so I will see you in the chats of other people's streams, and then I'll see you this Sunday at 10 p.m. Central. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you in your little Boston streams in the comments section below the video on the replay. Thanks, y'all. Goodbye.